running kind of came natural to you. It's the pass protection. It's going to be the hard part to learn. Has that kind of carried through training camp, that pass protection's been the part that's really been a focus for you? Or?
Well, pass protection is not only a focus, but it's one of the most important things in college football as a running back. Of course, we're runners. That's why we got recruited. But Coach Gillespie, he stresses protectors, finishers, and technicians every day, and to be those three, two of those are mostly pass protecting. You got to be a technician only, not in your pass pro, but doing little things, carrying out your play fakes, stuff like that, and protectors. You always need to protect the quarterback.
Jalen, where do you feel like you've grown the most over fall camp now?
I really think we've grown most as a team. Not only just me, but just I think I've grown closer to my teammates. I think I've got a better connection with them, and I feel like the offense is clicking, and and I think we're communicating a lot better.
How diverse does Coach G, Coach Butch, how diverse do they ask you guys to be? We see you guys catching a lot of balls out of the backfield. Do you feel like that's a big part of your guys' role as well?
Well, our main thing that we like to pride ourselves on is tempo in this offense, and every day we work on tempo. Finishing our runs, finishing our play fakes, make sure we're running down the field. Trying to get a body on a body when a wide receiver catches a pass or something like that.
Jalen, I know Butch was kind of on you about the conditioning back in the spring, and obviously at the end of camp you're still getting some extra work in there. I mean, how much more physically prepared were you after the summer than you were when you first got here?
I think a lot, because the summer we focus more on running as we progress in the training camp and into the season, and kind of when I came in the spring I was still having that shoulder, and I was still rehabbing from that, and I think I was a little bit out of shape from that, and trying to get back in the swing of things, but everything's been going really well, and like I said, as a team, we're really working hard, and our tempo is a big improvement.
You were saying that even early in training camp, you were saying it kind of felt weird and surprising to be recognized around town, around campus. Is that kind of increased now? Are you feeling it even more now as the season gets near and stuff? Just being recognized from stuff? Or?
Well, I see more people, but I love the fans. They're awesome. I love how they support the team. And it's amazing to have these fans.
So did you surprise you that you're being recognized like that without having carried the ball in the game yet? Or
it is. I'm not really used to it, but I'm just really happy. I'm really happy that they love the team like that.
Dan, you're 2 weeks away from, or under 2 weeks away now from a game. How game ready do you feel? Physically, kind of mentally locked in? Do you feel like it's getting that close now?
It is, and you have to think about the game every single day. Every single time I wake up, I'm thinking about Utah State and thinking about the season, and you gotta go into that with every practice that you're getting one day closer. So you gotta get your technique right. You gotta finish long runs. You gotta do the little things.
You've heard Coach Jones get on you a couple of times on the microphone for these practices, telling you that 5 stars play special teams too, mentioning certain headlines that are tied to you. Does that motivate you, or do you hear that when he's getting on you on the microphone in practice?
I do, but Coach, that's just his ways of encouragement. He tries to get in to your game mentally too, and that's very important, because throughout a game you're going to go through a lot of mental adversities, and that's what he tries to work on during practice.
You might be one of the few running backs who hasn't been, I think, held out of anything in camp, not been a green or anything like that. Have you been fortunate in that way, or did your just body prepare you, or the summer prepare you for this?
I think I have been fortunate. I've been very fortunate, and just like I said, the team, Coach Lawson, he always gets us in, or gets certain players in after practices, and we get in the workout room and we do our extras. So I think that has a lot to do with our strength and conditioning program.
Jalen, as a running back, what changes for you when you get the handoff off of a zone read as opposed to a traditional handoff? How can that help you, and how's it different?
Say that again?
When you get a handoff off of a zone read as opposed to a traditional handoff, how is it different for you as a running back?
It's not that much different. Just you have to really evolve as a running back. You have to learn how to see those reads. You have to know what your linemen are doing. Most importantly, coming from high school to college, you really don't see that much in high school, and you got to focus on that in college. So that's a lot.
Do you think the running backs have a good chemistry with the offensive line, and then knowing what they're doing, especially because they've had so much turnover?
We have a great chemistry, and we pride ourselves on that, because we say to each other every day, the linemen are the running backs and the running backs are the linemen, because if the linemen are doing stuff wrong, then we're doing stuff wrong. And if we're doing stuff wrong, then the linemen are doing stuff wrong. So, we're together as a unit on that.
Jalen, you talked about Coach Lawson on the strength program. During the summer, he seemed to not tell you guys what you would do each workout? How different was that from high school, and how do you think that helps you guys as players?
Oh, it's amazing what they do in the strength and conditioning program. You know, it's different than any other program. I can definitely tell you that. You know, they push us very, very hard, and you know, just going into training camp, I'm so glad that they did because I really felt prepared.
You know, there have been people who I guess have, you know, obviously questioned your size at the tailback position before, but do you think from a durability standpoint your size could be a blessing? You know, being able to take some of those hits and be able to take a lot of carries because of that size?
I'm just thankful every day with what I have, and you know, I'm just thankful for being on this team and be able to, you know, contribute and do whatever I need to do to contribute to this team.
I know your shoulder's probably good by now. You're almost a year removed from all that. You guys haven't tackled on the ground a whole lot, though. Have you taken enough? Have you taken a hard hit to that shoulder yet to know that okay, it's good, don't have to worry about that in games, or is that something you'll kind of have to see how it responds in games to be sure that that's behind?
My shoulder is completely 100%. I've taken plenty of hits. We went live multiple times during our practices, and you know, I'm just ready to go.
What do you think of the defense? Having gone against them, what impresses you about Tennessee's defense?
Defense is outstanding. You know, our type of offense, you know, we have a very fast, up-tempo offense, and you know, the defense really responds well to that, and you know, they push us every day, you know, sending different schemes and different looks at us every day. So you know, our defense is looking great.
Talk about Justin Worley's leadership, how maybe some interactions he's had with you that's maybe helped you out and shown that leadership.
Justin Worley is an awesome quarterback, along with all the quarterbacks. You know, whoever's in the game at the time, you know, we look up to him, and we look to that quarterback as the leader of that team at that moment. So you know, all the quarterbacks play a significant role in this team.